Hey, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Rage, and we are back today once again to break down Marvel Strike Force's newest blog post here, being called "The Firebird is the Word." So we already saw a lot of this information in the data mines, but it's great to see this confirmation as well as have some dates. So as per usual, let's get through it. This is the battle plan that's coming up for the next week, so it's really cool to see that obviously there's a big level cap increase coming on the 21st. We have the Kahori Strike Pass first of all, as well as a Cork Blitz and In the Spotlight. So these have been the consistent events that have been running each week for this month of January. The Mental Mastery, this is going to be the weekly event that's tied back actually for Jean Grey, her free-to-play shards, as well as how we can maximize those shards going through the event overall. Survival Training, which is tied back to the web milestone component. And then, as I noted earlier, the level 105 is officially live. So it's coming right up really quickly here. Hopefully you guys have been able to hoard some energy like myself, save up some gold because you're going to be needing both training materials and as well as obviously gold to bring those characters up. And I assume there's probably going to be that same event then that for every character that you bring up from level 101 to 105, there are going to be bonus points tied back to that, and actually Omega Red, the Phoenix Force variant Red Stars. So that's going to be super exciting. Speaking of Omega Red, he's actually joining the game here on January 22nd. So, that actually is going to be detailing some opportunities for spending. There's going to be offers available. Remember, because he's an epic character, there's not actually going to be any red stars available for him. That's going to be separated, as you'll see later on. So last but not least, we do have this Immortal X-Men Quick Rumble, and it does look like Ares Red Star is also going to be available. But yeah, that's only for war modes. If you guys are planning to build them up, there'll be an opportunity for that. Having said that, okay, Omega Red Phoenix Force. So super exciting. He is going to be joining Phoenix with the rework on her. They're going to be the new dual tandem, and especially in Cosmic Crucible, they're going to be bringing a lot of theory crafting aspect there. So that's going to be cool to see that synergy. And as well, for those of you that aren't interested in Crucible, remember, we're going to have some legendary events in the future where the Crucible settings may be activated. So still an opportunity to invest in them in some way, shape, or form. Even if you're not involved in Crucible, we may actually need them for a future legendary. Omega Red Phoenix Force, as I noted earlier, is an epic character, so Shard's going to be very exclusive. It's actually going to be tied back to the Escape from KYLN event, Fortune Fire, which is actually going to be at the end of the month. So they linked this here if you guys want to check it out. But yeah, something you want to be mindful of there. Very limited shards. But the good news is that when we previewed the event, it does look like most folks are going to be able to get a 2-star because that's all it takes actually to unlock him. So that's the good news. Pushing towards the 4 stars is where you'll likely need a deeper roster, Gear Tier 19, level 100, and so forth. But speaking of the level increases, guys, as you can see, level 105 officially confirmed. So there's going to be an event tied back to this as well. Similar to last year when we had the level 100 release, where every character of those 5 traits, when you bring them up, you're going to score points. And that is actually how you're going to be getting red stars for Omega Red. So definitely an opportunity to take advantage of. If you guys are planning to at least get a 2-star of them, I think 2 reds is what you should be going for. But I don't know if it says how long we'll have. So I think the last time that this event came out when level 100 was released, I think it's about a month to 45 days, give or take. So hopefully that's the case, because I think that's more than reasonable to get a few levels there. And obviously if we can dabble on some of the milestones, we'll take advantage of that. But I'll probably do another separate video to break it down and see how feasible it is once that information detail does come our way. We do have a Friday free claim, guys, so make sure you head over to the store before reset today. Take advantage of the Phoenix Fitness Orb Fragments, tied back to the weekly event right now. We have the dumbbells, which is tied back to the monthly, and then we have the Miss Marvel Classic shards there if you are planning to bring up your A-Force as well. Remember, some of these absolute A-Force characters are going to be needed as well for kilns, so definitely a good time to take advantage, build them up as high as you can, or as high as you would like, so that way you can actually participate in the event. And speaking of events, there is actually another one now for the next week. So as I alluded to earlier, the Jean Grey shards, and as provided in the Dana Mines too, this is her free-to-play event. We'll do a deeper deep dive tomorrow in terms of just breaking down how free-to-play friendly this is. But typically, 70-80 shards are usually available without the spending of power cores, so we'll see how consistent that is in the new year. That's what we've seen in the past, but generally 100 shards is up for grabs if you're highly engaged and you're willing to spend a bit of cores and knowing how to min-max. That's what we're going to be taking a look at in terms of seeing how feasible that will be. That's tied back to the survival training, which is the web milestone, and then we also have the in the spotlight, which is essentially the alliance event there, and there's also a immortal training quick rumble in the meantime. So yeah, that seems to be in a nutshell the blog post, guys. So let me know what you think, comments below. Pretty exciting next week that we're gonna be deep diving, but yeah, great to see that level cap increase. It's gonna be big for the game. It's gonna be big for all the end game players. It's gonna be a slugfest in arena now, because obviously having that separation in the levels is going to make it an advantage for those that are able to push faster than the other players. And, you know, I assume that resistance, focus, and all those checks are going to go up as we've seen in the past with level cap increases. So it's going to be interesting to see how that gets detailed. And don't forget, with the level cap increase, that also means the next gear tier 20, is right around the corner. So there you guys have it. That in a nutshell is the blog, guys. Let me know what you think, comments below. Thank you for your time as always, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.